And that they have a right to change that at some point in time too, and make adjustments as well. Like I don't expect it to be static at all times.
Right. For the next foreseeable amount of years that you're going to be coaching, that's not going to stay the exact same, and nor should it.
Mm-hmm.
That said, though, it seems like the transitional period was a major influence on the decision to stay in-house with a new head coach. How big of a piece of the pie would you say that was in the decision-making process?
I mean, for me, it was a huge piece.
Yeah.
In part one, because been out of coaching specifically for a while, and allowing me the time to get my feet underneath me and kind of understand the landscape of where we are as a program and what the landscape of wrestling is a little more in depth, I think is important. And that helps me kind of understand where we are. But then it also allows me and coach and our coaching staff the time to really think about, okay, if we want to shift the direction a bit, how do we do that thoughtfully? How do we do that the right way so that when I do step into that role and I am the person in that role, like it's not this sudden change of like, all right, guys, technically we're changing X, Y, and Z, and culturally we're changing X, Y, and Z, and practice times are going to change, and lifts are going to, like, we're not going to do this dramatic shift where all of a sudden what the guys have gotten used to doing that have gotten them where they are today, which is a pretty high level, we suddenly are just flipping on its head and we're like, all right, and get in or get out. Like we're just going to kind of work our way through this to set us up so that it is seamless. And that hopefully, you know, it's something that our team and our guys and our program and the people around us will be excited about too. And honestly, I want it to be as smooth and as seamless and as exciting as it possibly can.
What new rule changes are you excited most about? Good God. Did you compete? You competed in the ball dryer, didn't you? Good
Funny.
Lord.
Was in our PRTC workout this morning, and the guys were actually asking me about that. And they're like, you competed for 2012. What were the rules like? How did we handle like
it was the dark
punching?
ages. Like we try not to talk about them.
Yeah. We honestly, we deserve to get dropped from the Olympics in 2012 because of those rules. We deserved it.
Don't blame it. Don't blame it.
They
at
were
all.
awful.
Terrible. Couldn't
Awful.
watch it. Couldn't understand it. Couldn't
Nope.
explain it. It was terrible. 100% agree. So what rule changes are you most, and freestyle is just the glaring instance in my mind. And obviously the trials are coming up this weekend. But what rule changes are you most excited for in even college wrestling next couple of years?
It's a great question. It's kind of a funny question because my biggest connection to the sport over the last, I guess, 6 years now, I was on the rules committee for 4 years. I was the chair of the rules committee for 2. I was actually on the rules committee with John Smith when we did Neutral Danger. And at some point here, when things settle down with John, I'm going to post video of John and Tim Shields on the floor of the NCAA headquarters on the rug doing Neutral Danger Zone together.